You just don't say nothing because they'll cast judgment on you. What they'll blacklist you. They'll put it so nobody will watch you. Nobody will talk to you. They'll cast you out because you said something negative about something that everyone else approves of. And it's just like, oh my God, like, you know what? Like, it's fucking fine. Like, you just have to look at this shit. You have to accept this shit and act like it's okay. But and it can bother you. Yeah. But the core oracles, it listed 5 sins, the 5 sins that Sodom and Gomorrah did. And I was just like, wow. And it was the way they treated the people also. It was like they abused their power and they didn't help their people. It was a wealthy place, but then they didn't care about the people. And it's just like, how can you not care? You're supposed to care, but they didn't care. They had the power to help, the power to do more. You know, you can teach the people, but you don't have to belittle them either. Like, there's a way to talk to people, there's a way to communicate to people so that they don't get angry with you. It'd be like, you know what, it curse you out and start thinking the worst of you because you have this mentality. And it's just like, wow, like, okay, let me do my own research so I don't stay mad at you. But whatever. And then this was another one. This one was with Lot's wife, because I talk about it because the siren's going off. Lot's wife, he's running away from Sodom and Gomorrah, the city that is so bad, it's so corrupt. They're like, get out of here, Lot, because we're about to destroy this whole city. They was trying to kill the angels. Like, how the angels come into Lot to give him information and warn him and tell him, oh, you got to get out the city. And then everybody plotting, looking at the angels, and they're like, oh, they're going to Lot's house. Then everybody in the town goes to Lot's house and is telling him to give up the angels. He gave up his daughters before he gave up the angels. And it's just like, wow. Like, you gave up your own children before you gave up the ain't. But that just shows you, like, women were not valued as anything. They were nothing, you know. So it was like, I'm not giving up my angels. You know, give up the kids, whatever. But the city was just so bad, and it's just like, how they gonna come and try to do something and harm the angels. In what I saw, like, they wanted to torture the angels, rape the angels, do all kinds of things to these angels. I'm like, oh my God, like, the city was just so bad. It was an awful city. That's why the city was destroyed. Then I'm just like, wow, fucking wow. And the angels cast blindness on them so that Lot could escape. And then destruction came. It was like, oh, hellfire for everybody in the city that's acting crazy and doing stuff, that's planning to kill. They were just evil, wicked, and cruel. And that was their nature. They were like born this way. And then he said, find me 10 people in this city that's not evil. And they couldn't find 10 people. He was like, find 10 people and he won't destroy the city. And he couldn't find 10 people. 10 people out the whole city. And they was all fucked up kind of people. The only person that was saved was Lot and his wife and children. But his wife looked back and she turned to salt. It's like, you're not supposed to look back. Like, whenever you look back, bad things happen when you go backwards. That's why I don't go backwards. I look at this like, oh hell no, I'm not gonna turn it to a pillow of salt because you do it. No, I'm not looking back. It's like, you move forward. Like, the story of Lot and his wife is like, you always have to keep moving forward. Like, we always end up going backwards, and you go back and you want to give a person a second chance, and it's like, don't go backwards. Don't go backwards. It's always gonna be bad. It's always bad news when you go backwards. So it's like, don't go backwards. If you got out of there, God saved you and you got out of there, don't go back. Do not go back to that. This one with Lot's wife is because The page is called Christ underscore offers. I'm gonna put the links in the description box because I do research. We're in the day and age, millennials. I think I'm a millennial, right? I think I'm a millennial. Like everything is just happening now, and I'm on the times, and everything is online. Everything is on the computer. Like if I don't have Wi-Fi, I'm losing my shit. Or I'll read a book, to distract myself because I don't watch TV. But everything is online. You want information? Go online. Go on Google. Go do something. Something you want to find something, you can find it. All the information is online. Whatever you're looking for, it is online. All the information I talk about is online. It's not that I just talk to talk. I look up information, I research information so that I know what I'm talking about, so that I don't sound like I don't know. And then if I don't know, I'm gonna do more research because you talking to me like I don't know. Like I'm gonna do more research, more research on this shit because I'm like I complain about people, not people. It's like they're just so evil, so wicked, and so cruel. And then it's like, how can you think nothing is gonna happen to you? Like, God destroyed cities because the people were so evil, so wicked, and so cruel. It was just. And then in the video, in the digital gospel, he talked about the homosexuality. I was like, wow, like nobody wants to talk about that. They act like everything is okay. Everything is okay. And then it's like no one says anything. And then it's like, you know what, you could see it and it's going on, but it's not okay. Like it's wrong. It's morally wrong. Like you're not supposed to do it. But it's accepted by society. But in the Chronicles Digital Gospels page, in the 5 sins of Sodom and Gomorrah, the homosexuality was listed there. It was men with men and women with women, and it was all kinds of stuff. And I just listened to it because they're telling you the story of what had happened. What had happened was